Hi, love. This is Magnetic Vibes. I'm here to do your reading for August energy reading. Okay. How I do mine, I deal 10 cards and then I go with the rest of the reading. Okay. The number I'm getting is number 7. So some of you may be saying 777. Also, something could be significant back when you were 7 years old, 7 months in and out of the stomach. Something could have been significant back when you were in the 7th grade. You may have a life path of the number 7. Something could be happening in 7 days, 7 hours from now, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening. Your birthday could be on the 7th, the 17th, or the 27th of August. We are in Leo season. If you come back out, I see the travel and I see 5 of coins. I was going with the first one that got turned over. I wasn't trying to do that either. Something could be significant about the 7th house. Something about the 7 chakras. The number I am using is the number 10. Is what my spirit guides give me when I'm doing this. Since I'm not doing a Celtic cross. Okay. Overall energy reading. Yes. Juggling. Indecision. Juggling. You could be trying to juggle a decision. So we got the 2 of coins. Anything that I call. So my readings is past, present, future, future, present, past. I could call out your zodiac. This is a general reading for anyone in the world that's out there. Okay? Any zodiac signs, but anybody in the world, male or female. I might say he, could be she. Flipped it where it needs to be reversed. If you work it, let me work it. Put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Yeah, we're gonna reverse it. So you could be juggling a decision, whether it's stay somewhere at your job, or you starting to go to school, or you don't know if you're coming or you're going, or you got a lot on your plate. You could be waiting for your ship to sell in. You could be juggling 2 things at the same time, 2 jobs or 2 kids, anything. We got justice. You could be going through some legal situations or any type of court situations or something dealing with law. Okay, you could be a Libra. Again, this is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You could be a Libra, have Libra in your chart. Anything could be in your chart. I don't know your um, personal business because it's not a personal reading. So you can look up your own birth chart. Okay. So you may have justice in some type of court situation this month. So congratulations. That's the energy. Indecision, juggling, or you could be juggling more than one thing, or person, place, or thing. All right, we got judgment. Judgment day is here for the month. And then we know not judgment day. That's God's doing. I'm not God. So you could be judging something yourself, like you decided, you know what? After you then came to a conclusion, you know what? I'm calling judgment on a situation, person, place, or thing. You could be decided, I'm gonna go ahead and move, especially if or I'm getting out this relationship, or something in deep down in the depths of your heart, you feel that intuition. We got heartache, so there could be a third party situation, or something could have not worked out for you or someone else, because this could be about you or someone close to you. It may not be about you at all. Okay, but most of the time, this is about having 3 people in a situation. So your heart could be broken, or you may find out through your intuition about something, or you might have found out something, whether you've seen or you heard, or it was just something that you know on the depths of yourself. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Well, Swords will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Someone could be coming to offer you something. It may not be much, whether it be something tangible or something that they might want to say. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Anytime I see a knight, it's somebody that don't stay long. They come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. So just like most knights, they on a mission. They don't stay in one spot. They on a move about. But this person could be juggling more than one job. They may come visit you, take the time out because they don't have to come visit you, or whatever it is that they're doing. But they took the time out to come say something to you, gift you something. It's just like back in the days they was mailing with horses, right? They used horses to go mail something. So again, another offering. Ace of Pentacles. If you were, well, I always see these and say God got his hand in the plan. Okay? Every time I see these hands. So money could be coming to you this month, or whether it be through court situations, or whether it be somebody gifting you or paying it forward, or you found money, or you could have won some. It's coming. So don't give up. Strength. You could be a Leo, have Leo in your chart. Maybe you've been down for a while. We know the buck moon just went past, or it's still in effect in my eyes. You could be having some type of strength about something, or you're courageous about something, okay? You could be also a twin flame if you believe in a twin flame. You could be a twin flame as well. You could have Leo in your chart. We are in Leo season. We have the Nine of Coins, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. You could be single, independent, trying to get things up in your own life. Some people may not like that you're single, independent, but you might not have a choice but to be single, independent when it comes to certain things that you're doing, or it's something that you're doing it solo dolo for the moment. That don't mean forever, okay? But you feeling good about it, whatever decisions you had. We have the Two of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Again, you could have been blindsided about a situation. There's a decision you need to make, or something you feel like you need to cut off or will cut off, or you already done cut off. Okay, I'm also seeing some type of taekwondo or yoga, some situation or movement or exercises here. Getting in shape. The Death card. You could be a Scorpio, have Scorpio in your chart. Something is over. After death, there's a beginning, new beginning. New beginnings could be coming. So something could have faded away for something new to come in. New beginnings here. After death, there's a rebirth. We got the Devil. You could be a Capricorn, have Capricorn in your chart. There could be lust here. There could be infatuations here. Or that it could be some type of relationship that two people is trying to get out of, or other people's trying to keep them in a situation, keep two people that's in love with each other separated, keep them stuck in another situation. But again, there could be lust. All right, what's the energy? What's the energy? Oh, everything coming. Hold on. Okay. If it come back out again, I should have looked at it. Then okay. Mm. Overall energy. This could also be some cruel, evil intentions as well. Yeah, somebody is, yeah, not right, or something is not right. Overall energy, we got the sun. You maybe need to relax, or you thinking about relaxing, taking a spiritual bath, or you may be going to the spa this month, or you could be pampering yourself, or you need to pamper yourself. If you haven't been getting no good night's sleep, maybe this month you will get some good sleep. Okay, like no worries here. I do read reverse, but I'm not doing it today. Victory. God say victory is yours. So something that could have been in a wrong place at one point, now you find a victory in a situation, whether it be a new idea or something that you came to a conclusion with. You got victory here. Victory supports success. Okay? Triumph. All right, let's see what else we got. Storm warning. There could be actual storms, natural disasters of all kinds. As we've been seeing, there's been earthquakes, there's been mudslides, there's been twisters, tornadoes, and been little like tsunamis. There is, I can see a torpedo, hurricanes, anything of such. But this also could be chaos and drama, fights, arguments, misunderstandings. We got the temple path. We all need to come into a peace with God or have a relationship with God. You might have been isolated or needed to isolate yourself to go on to have a conversation with your higher power, which is God. I say Jesus, you say whatever you want. Okay. Um, Sometimes you need that alone time to get your mind in the right place. Sometimes you do. So they going into that temple path. You see things is lighting up for you, like you on the right path. Come on in. You have attachment. You or somebody else may have a spiritual attachment. Or you could be attached to something that might not even be no good for you. Or you or someone else could be wearing a self-false mask. Or you see somebody, they may act one way with you and then get around another group of people and act this way. And it's like, what in the world? And they may be attached to something. Sometimes people don't even know they have spirits attached to them. And some do know because they could, according to what they were doing, if you're dipping in dark magic, black magic, whatever you want to call it, spells that are no good for people and it's dark. To each their own. Second chakra, your sacral chakra. Maybe you need to protect your sacral chakra. Some people are taking it to where they have an abstinence, or they're making sure if they're not out here with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Sheila, Shay, and Shusha. Okay, they're protecting themselves. Or if you are gonna be sexually active, hopefully it's with one person. Um, if you're married, then beautiful. But you know, everybody's not married and everybody's not meant to marry, just like everybody's not meant to bear children. And that's going to be IBLE as well. But maybe you need to protect yourself. Women, you might have to do one of those vag- vaginal vaginal cleansing with the herbs and everything. You may need to do that. My grandmother taught me that when I was younger. Is they used to have these old little pots with an opening up, like you sitting on the toilet seat, and she had these herbs in a pot, and we put this covering over us where it could just go up our hoo-ha. Okay. Men, it's a way to clean yours too. If y'all sitting on the toilet, y'all usually put your little ping ping inside the toilet, but I ain't telling you to do that. But it's a way to clean it. To see something not right. Somebody got cruel intentions. Somebody is sheep's and wolves clothing, not cut from the same cloth. Evil intentions, deceit. Angel of strength. We got two strength cards. That's confirmation. God is giving you strength to do something, to push forward, especially if you've been tired. Maybe you need to, like I said, get in shape, start eating better, putting better foods into your body, exercise, even if it's 5 minutes, because we already know if you haven't been out there doing it, you may get tired faster. And if you can push yourself, but don't overdo yourself, okay? But whatever it is, you may be decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and Take that leap of faith. I'm getting the courage to do something, or you might have been scared to tell somebody, I really like this person, or I really have feelings for you. You never know. Patience, divine timing. You or somebody else need to have patience, but don't mean stop putting the effort in. Continue to put the effort, but it's just like a seed to be planted. You can't watch the seed grow. You got to do what you need to do, water it, whatever, and at the same time, you got to have patience for it to go along. Okay. That was my energy cards, and these are my numerology. Well, hold on, we'll go back to that one. These are my cards. Magnetic vibes. All right. Let's see what we come out with. All right. I know it's been a while since I've been here. So much going on in life. You gotta take care of yourself or whatever need to be taken care of. Ain't nobody else do it for you unless they helping. They ain't helping, tell them to get up out your face. Okay. Ooh. Mm. All right, hold on. 5 on the floor. 7. Overall energy. Mm. Mm. Hold on. Okay. Overall energy says to watch your temper. Watch your temper. You may see something where somebody may say something to you. You may need to humble yourself. You don't always go on the first little reaction because somebody says something and purposely try to get you jealous or get you mad or just to see your reaction on something. Even when you in a restaurant and somebody got your food, don't be talking crazy and they got your food. Okay? Watch your temper. Affirmations, mantras, and prayers. That's what you need to do. Pray, say your affirmations, say your mantras. Okay? That's the energy of that. What else do we have? You're amazing. Don't forget that. Don't forget you are amazing. Don't be talking yourself down. Tell yourself I'm amazing every day. Yep, you amazing. Embrace your gifts and talent, for everyone has them. There's no point of being jealous or envious about something. Everybody got a talent. If you haven't found yours, you will find it. Whether it be you jumping rope for a long time, or you learn how to hold your breath, or you play an instrument, or you can sing, you can dance, you can hula hoop the longest, whatever. It don't matter how old you is. God gave everybody some type of gift, talent, or skill. Raise your standards. Set your boundaries. Don't let nobody keep running over you thinking you naive, you dumb, or a doormat. You're highly intelligent. Okay? Change your room around in your home. Maybe some of you like if you had a room around for a whole year or year and a half, maybe you need to change it. If not the whole thing, maybe change a couple of pieces of this, a couple of pieces of that. If you had a picture on this side of the wall, put it on this side of the wall. Or if you had a table over here, put it over there. Whatever. Unless change the whole thing. It's up to you. But it's like a fish wise energy difference. You are not your parents. You're better than your parents. It's some things some people do take up as a parent. Let's just say some people went to the army, some people became a doctor. If that's what you want to do, fine. But if it's most parents want their kids to be better than them, even if they are a doctor, hey, go ahead, do better than me, learn a little bit more on more than one subject, whatever it is. It's sad when I hear that parents are jealous of their kids. I'm like, what? Are you crazy? But it's some out there. Whether it be your parents, your guardian, whether you're a foster kid and you have a foster mom, whatever it is, okay? Playing mind games, manipulated. That's that deceit. That's that devil. That's that ill intentions. You okay? You know somebody probably playing mind games and we got that heartbreak. You probably already know. You probably like 10 steps ahead. Like I already seen it a whole mile, or it just all came out. Okay? Take time to meditate and listen. It's like going into that temple path, having that conversation with God, reading that Bible. I'm gonna say it because that's me. Okay? Right there. Everyone is intuitive. See? Everyone is intuitive. Some people may be stronger than the next. And there are many are called, but few are chosen. Okay? But that don't make the chosen one way better than you. No, that don't mean that. Everybody's intuitive. That third chakra, that solar plexus, that 1 inch, half an inch underneath your navel, it's like when you having that ill willing feeling, like I don't know if I could go or I should go. That's intuitiveness. Numerology. Sometimes I can do a reading on Facebook or Instagram. Some of the same cards come out. Sometimes be a whole nother energy here. Ooh, man, I'm gonna take them four. Whatever it was, they all came out together. Six. Overall energy of environment. Something could be about your environment. It's the same thing about changing your room. I just said the energy shift. Or something could be about where you live, or whether it be state, city, or something in your environment. So maybe you need to do a spiritual cleansing. I'm not saying you used to sage. Some people sage and do it the wrong way. You're supposed to let that window up. But I'm not even going to tell you to sage. There's other ways of having a spiritual cleansing. It's called prayer. Okay? Spirituality. Look at this. 77, 14, 5 is change. Somebody could be 44, or you could have been born in the year 77. Physical activity. Well, I just say you need to get in shape and watch what you eat. Physical activity, you may be into sports or, the grown-up stuff. But again, watch who you lay down with. Do y'all see all the stuff that's happening out here? Compassion. You or somebody else needs to show compassion. Protect yourself. I just seen people with groups that may have AIDS or anything else, and they're purposely having these parties because they think they're gonna get some type of reward called Social Security. I never think that low. Never think that low to yourself to say, I want to catch AIDS so I don't have to work and get a Social Security. Do you know the things that this president is doing? He's cutting a lot of stuff. So why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to somebody else? Don't do that. Relationship change. We just seen the third party thing. Relationship change meaning, let's just say you've been in yourself, or it could be somebody new coming in, or if something wasn't working out for you two at the moment of time because life happens, that person could have been working a lot, and maybe they decide, you know what, let me put more time into my home instead of on the outside of my home. That could be a relationship change as well. Parenting. Maybe you and your kids, I just said something about you are better than your parents, right? Something could be going on with your kids if you have children, or even hell, I look at your pets. You talk to your pets like they people too, right? Like them are your kids. Everybody don't have children, okay? But if this is actual parenting, Maybe you need to speak with your child more, see what's going on, because you know how teenagers have these attitudes, and y'all don't be acting like you scared of your kids, because you know they would try you. But respect. Your days are longer on earth when you honor your mother and father. New beginnings. I just said after death there's a rebirth, new beginnings. Here it is. I said that with this. Follow your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. You're gonna have people trying to discourage you, trying to stop you from doing this or stop you from doing that. Delay does not mean denial. It could be some type of obstacle or something, but you gotta continue to put the forth the effort. If you make one step, gotta make two. Study to show thyself approved. That's putting effort in, even if it takes a while. And everybody timing is different. We already had divine timing here. So just because somebody else did it before you, okay, that don't mean you can't do it. Maybe it's not your time. Spiritual partnership. So if you there is some type of relationship change where you in a new relationship, maybe you're with divine connections now. You're with divine people, or they may have a better understanding with you. Y'all may be aligned on that time. Okay. These are my Zen cards. Breathing spells. Mm. Okay. Okay. There's four in the ground, five. Let's see. Two, four, five, six. Okay. Overall energy. Do it like that. How about this? Hold on, let me get down here. Intensity. Well, let me get back to this. Who is your source? Who who got the world in their hand? Who has who is in control? God is in control. This is the source. This is the beginning and the end. This is like a baby, right? How the baby be in the womb of a woman, the beginning. It has to form in the beginning, moment to moment. Like embrace. You breathe every like moment, every second, right? But enjoy what you have, enjoy what you can, and stay prayed up. Sometimes we be so rushing to go fast to get to fast this, fast that, and it's a process. It's definitely a process. You need to, as you go moment to moment, right? Um, you embracing what you have at the time, because you're going so fast, you might end up missing something doing the process, trying to go so fast, and then you forget to take something with you that you're supposed to bring along with you if you wasn't living moment to moment. All right. I said something about intensity, I don't know, but we'll get back to it. Mind. You may be in your you or somebody else probably was in your mind. Somebody probably was purposely trying to keep you confused inside your own head, or somebody may be having actual mental health crisis. I don't know, is it a drug or something they're using, or did somebody do something to them, or are you letting somebody do this to you, keep you in your head and keep you confused? God is not the author of confusion. Sometimes people do something again to see your reaction. That's like watching your temper, so you won't go crazy. We got guilt. You or somebody else having some type of regret or guilt or something you or someone did to someone else, or something that you know you shouldn't have did or they shouldn't have did, and now you feel guilty about the situation. Guilt will eat you up. Guilt will eat you up, or sometimes get you talking down on yourself, but don't do that. Or even if you made a mistake, don't talk down on yourself. We all make mistakes. Confirmation. Breakthrough. You or somebody else is having that breakthrough. A breakthrough, a breakthrough, a breakthrough. Things that was once cluttered up, things that once was stagnant, that was held you up. If you kept yourself down, you had to motivate yourself, give you that talk, and get yourself from out of lack, out of procrastination, anything to lift your own spirits. You probably had that, went to the temple, had that conversation with God, and he gave you a breakthrough, an idea, a thought, or something to keep you motivated. And it's like, it's time for you to come up out that funk, and you get up and you go. The walls can't crumbling down, or you bust through them like, I'm not gonna be sitting here like this. I'm not gonna be taking this and taking that. I gotta get up and do something for yourself. Intensity. You or somebody else feel the intense of something. It could be sexual intense, somebody craving you. I told you there's lust here. Okay. But this could be intense about something where you feel the intensity in the air about a situation. You feel it. As we know, something is coming. If it's not already here. The lovers. You could be a Gemini, have Gemini in your charts. Okay, you may have found new love, or like I said, there's a relationship change that came out in the card, or a spiritual partnership. You could be with divine connections, where let's just say you already prayed for somebody, that person not with you now. You may be meeting the love of your life, or if there is something where your person you were with, like I said, if they wasn't giving in that time, or they wasn't expressing their feelings, they're coming. They're coming. Look, friendliness. This could be relationship change of having friends. Probably start hanging out more, start spending more time out, especially if you are isolated. And then you got some people that are become our friends before they became lovers. And we have Michael the Archangel here. And then we're gonna do geometry. And then I'm gonna end it with a crystal. One more. I don't even know what time it is. I'm laughing at what I saw because what I said. Who is the source? Who's in control? Yeah. Okay. I'm in control. Janet Jackson. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the background. Okay. Overall energy. Sense of humor. Sometimes you got to laugh at your own pain, or laugh off something that you know. Let's just say you probably had an inkling or something, and then somebody else come into wherever you at. Let's just say you in a restaurant or something, and you may overhear a conversation, and what they said is kind of funny, but it probably something you were kind of thinking. It could be funny about that. Okay, sense of humor. God has a sense of humor himself. Thank you for helping me to see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. Okay. Your children are watched over by angels. Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent, role model for my own and other people's children. If you are, say, parenting, becoming your first time parent, congratulations. Okay. Born and unborn children. Okay. I gotta go with the first thing I saw. God is in charge. That source, baby. I look, he's letting you know. I am the beginning and the end. God is in charge. Dear God, please help me to let go of this situation, giving it in faith, trust to your own divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Okay? So if you were holding on to something that was narcissistic or toxic, you need to get yourself up out there, just ain't. Okay? Learn to let go. Positive thoughts create positive results. Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and situation. I need to order my food. Detach from the situation. Look at this. Archangel Michael, I ask that you use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. Be gentle with yourself. You know, I said don't talk down on yourself. Remember, I said that? Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release my feelings of guilt. We saw guilt here, we saw compassion here, to you so that I may experience lasting experience. Do you see that? We have guilt on it. We had guilt somewhere. Right here. Look at that. Confirmation. And we also had compassion somewhere. Right there. Right there. All right. Every time I see this, I sing that song. Now behold the Lamb, the precious Lamb of God, born into sin, there I may live again. The precious Lamb of God. Don't ask me why. Every time I see that, I think about that. Okay. I mean, okay, cup of this, and then I'm gonna end it with the crystal. Let's clear these cards. All right, here we go. All right, universal love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence of itself. And then the bottom of the deck, sacral chakra. The frequency of sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports the ability to flow our desires, stimulate our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Maybe we already had the second chakra up here. We had it somewhere up here, second chakra. Let me see. Where it go? Right here. That's sacral chakra. Right there. Confirmation again. And we got communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange, to stay in the flow of source, stay in the flow of source. Go have that conversation with God. He wants you to have an intimate conversation. Like, how you gonna be intimate with God? Not sex, hello? No. Cosmic flower. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Remember, I said you are amazing. That's magnificent. Okay? Let's get a crystal, and I'm gonna read from the book of the crystals, and that's it. Ariel wet. Hello, hello. That's one card for the month, and let's see what it is. Look, this is just on top. Dalmatian. Dalmatian stone. All right, 19. All right. Ooh, I went too far. No, yeah, that's the wrong way. I went to page 19. Hold on. Okay. It's always a face in these cards. All right. Playfulness, childlike joy, enthusiasm for life, observability, human laughter, sense of humor. You okay? Watch children playing and you are watching them learn. Serious thoughts of life may seem at times. Dalmatian Stone Spirit is calling you to embrace the absurdity of this world, to laugh and find humor in the everyday experiences that might otherwise frustrate you. All of us here is to learn and laugh and make the lesson easier. And sometimes it even makes it stick a little better, for it can help you write a funny story to tell again and again. Remember that time. Boy, did I learn my lesson. How is a good moment to crack a joke, break the tension, remind yourself that alongside trouble and hardship dances the spirit of playfulness. This is not time for trudging or marching, but for skipping. Sing a song, make a goofy face, recognize the conscious universe. Those you off course at times to remind you that surprise can be gifts from the invisible realms. Dalmatian Stone Spirit is calling you to lighten up, open yourself to playing the possibilities. Who knows what you would discover as you join in on the fun? The conscious universe is not here to trick you, but to help you for your deeply love. All right, thank you for this reading. I am a negative vibes. Give God praise, go through the process so you can progress. Bye. I almost forgot how to end this thing.